right, nice take guard.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the 43rd Annual Curler's Corner Gold Curling Classic. We are your commentators for this afternoon. My name is Nancy McInerney, and I am joined by my husband, Lowell Peterman. This game is a matchup between Team Bertsch and Team Sheidegger. Team Sheidegger has the hammer in the first end, as they won the draw to the button.
So the first rock by Team Bertsch is perfect center guard, biting the center line. The members of Team Bertsch are skip Lindsay Bertsch, third Nicole Larson, second Valerie Eklund, and lead Hope Sunley.
So that was a nice center guard that was thrown out by Team Bertsch.
Yeah.
And now we have Christy Moore from Team Sheidegger throwing her first rock. And it looks like they're calling for it to be in the rings, I believe.
Yes, in the rings. This is typically how Casey plays the first end. Members of the Casey Sheidegger rink are Casey Sheidegger at skip, Carrie Ann McTaggart at third, Jessie Haugen at second, and Christy Moore lead.
So Hope is throwing her second rock, and Lindsay's called for a hit.
Well, yep.
Nice controlled weight, but they hit it a little thin and rolled up.
Is that curlier than I thought?
So Christy is throwing to the other side of the sheet this time, going to school a little bit on the sheet.
Line is good. Line's looks like the goal. Straight up. Go. Hard chest, get a fight.
Wow, I thought it could have been more on that one. Wow.
Speed good for the wing.
I thought I threw more on that.
I thought you did too. It looked like you slid with. Yeah. 15-3. Maybe it came down a little.
Good sweep, and they got that into the top 12.
9-5.
It looks like Valerie's been called to throw the hit and roll. Looks like she's going to roll away.
We'll probably see Casey come out and peel that center guard now. This is typically how she plays the game, and with a lot of success. Team recently qualified for the Canadian Olympic Trials at the pre-trials event, so congratulations to them.
Yeah, their team had to play that event because they hadn't played a whole lot last year with COVID shortening a season and people away having babies and all those other life things that get in the way. And Jessie makes a nice peel. So Team Bertsch is going to try and put up another center guard.
For those of you that don't know, Jessie and
17 and a half.
Casey are sisters.
Halfway. Tight, touch, well. Tight. Top 12. Yeah, in-house. Get top 4.
I think they had a little late change of plans there and went for top 12, slid into the 8-foot.
Casey will try to roll to the wings. Ultimate objective on this end for Sheidegger's team will be to blank the end most likely, or given a miss, possibly score an easy deuce.
Really? Okay. I can do. Yeah, actually do that right now.
Looks like they were happy to hit that on the nose. They were just sort of cleaning all the way.
I thought they were like plugged in from obviously.
So this will be Nicole's shot, and she'll be looking to repeat that and hit it on the nose and stay right there.
10-5. 10, little up.
Lots of rotation on this rock, and it's still curling across the center line. Looks like she's probably going to roll up.
9-5. She didn't get a time. Yeah.
So Carrie Ann with the house wide open, she has a chance to draw to the open side. Check out some new part of the ice and figure out where the weight and the curl is.
Way to go to get this in the rings. Looks like it's going to be a little short. We'll see what Team Bertsch decides to do, and they're going to utilize that corner guard and try to get around there.
It's ours. It's ours.
Waits close. Up 4. T, back 4. Back 8.
Well, we were just
12.
saying it. Field doesn't really match
Can't go
the
like
numbers almost.
This one's going to be wide open. It looks like she's a little bit heavy. It's even with a little less weight, I think, it's quite a bit of ice.
Nevertheless, Casey's going to hit this rock at the back of the house. Still in keeping with her goal of probably to blank the end.
Ten 3.
So with the rollout now, Lindsay has a chance to try in behind again, utilize that guard.
So it's a bit up. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think.
Well, quite often it is.
Throwing
Right?
11. I think we
I'm
probably
using this bench like this.
Dad's doing great.
He's an expert. He's got a new curl.
Yeah.
Lucky Kenlands.
We'll try and get a time for this draw, hog to hog. For those of you who are aware of that method of timing, we'll try to get this, see how fast the ice is.
Waits close, little heavy. Back 4. Coming down. E, top 4.
It's going to do some curling in order for it to be buried. Hasn't even crossed the center line yet. There it goes. Just that little extra weight, and it's pretty much wide open. It is wide open and then some.
Yeah, I got 13.6 on that, so it is probably about 14 and a half to the tee line. There wasn't a lot of sweeping needed with that. So.
No, just cleaning. So this will be Casey Sheidegger's first shot.
Okay, 11. I think you'll be able to hold it in this spot really well. It's
I
pretty
think so
straight.
too.
Just be ready to finish it if we need. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
So Casey's calling for an 11, so she means what, Lowell, in terms of weight?
What's the time elapsed between the hog lines for this shot? So that's how they measure their takeout weight, different takeout weights. So if you were timing that between the hog lines, they were going for an 11-second shot between there.
Now this one's really moving.
Really moving.
She's going to be lucky to get a piece of it.
Hard care. Push. A little more.
And looks like she got it out far enough.
Okay.
Up here too.
Just a little down one overhead.
So maybe she threw that a little softer than 11. So in other words, maybe a 12-second or so. So got a little more curl than they anticipated.
So Lindsay gets one more chance to figure out the right draw weight here and get this thing buried.
Yeah, she would really like to get this a little more buried and force Casey to play a draw in the first end and force her to 1 point. So if Casey can see any piece of this when it stops, she'll play the blank.
Weight's better. Sheidegger. T, back 4.
The weight looks good, but it's still a long way from being buried.
Looks like they're just taking a little too much ice for that shot.
Yeah, I think so. Because that's perfect weight. So this is going to be an attempted blank by Casey.
And it'll be a lot faster than 11 seconds. So I would guess this one to be in the 7 or 8 second range.
Okay, I think with my normal out and throw here, we're fine. Okay,
What are you throwing?
good peel. Like,
Okay.
easy
Just
peel.
nice. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's indicated by Casey. She's throwing peel. Yeah. This is going to curl a little. It
Rocks
looks,
the belly out a little bit.
yeah, well, she got just enough of it, so blank end. So with that, Team Sheidegger will retain the hammer.
And maybe we'll see a few more rocks in play this end.
It'll make it a little more interesting for the fans if we do. Team Bertsch had lots of chances, though, to try and put some pressure on them, use that guard, but they couldn't quite figure the ice out or get the right weight for the ice that they were calling. So
Typically happens in the first end, and teams are feeling out the ice a little bit. Although you practice for a bit, you're playing one shot to basically try to get to the button and win hammer. So.
okay, we want to remind everybody to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and you can turn your post notifications on so that you are notified when each game starts. And we'll be live streaming every draw. We'll have different commentators, but there'll be someone here at the rink watching. And we would like to thank our generous sponsors for this event. It would not happen without them. Curler's Corner and Bernice, The Weston, Jiffy Lube, Coronado, Rockwatcher, Olson, Bonterra, and Enigma Resources. So thank you to those sponsors.
Got a curl.
Okay, the lead Hope Sunley
Mine's
is
good.
throwing out an intern guard this time. Again, they'd like to get it ideally to the center line. It's fairly tight, but it is good rock.
She's got nice weight there. Just about perfect.
My mom is doing the camera here. That one, the one that's pointing at nothing.
So as we look across the sheet here, on sheet 1 we have Team Einerson playing Team Booth, and that's a U18 team they're playing. And Einerson scored 1. Team Robertson is playing, who's that? They're playing on sheet 2, Lowell. Is that Chelsea Carey, I think. And they haven't finished theirs yet. We'll update you some more when we can see. So Christy was trying to draw top 4. She had just a touch too much weight, so she's back 8 foot. So it gives Team Bertsch and Hope a chance to draw to the top 4 and sit shot rock here. So Lowell, when I look over on sheet 2, that game is quite a bit different from the game we're playing. There's a whole lot of rocks in play over there. All right, so she's just going to rack on the guard.
A bit of a missed opportunity there.
Guys, just a little light.
Yeah, so as
Sorry, just
Hope
kept a little
said,
lighter, I think.
just a little lighter so she didn't get by.
Still have a rock on the
Okay,
center
do you
line,
get a bit of
or
stuff?
partially in the center line.
Yeah.
Casey's got to be aware of that rock.
Here.
Although with 3 guards on, she can't
I'd rather
take
the
it out of
kicker
play
for
right now. They might play the wick shot.
myself. Should be the same.
Christy Moore throwing her rock. Second rock at the end for her. Big hello to her dad, Brian, who's a good friend of mine. If you're watching, Brian,
Close.
how you doing?
No, right off. Carry, go. Hard carry. Hard carry.
Oh, this is good.
Hard carry. Hard. Roll it in. Hard.
Nice rock.
It's good.
Kind of a 2-for-1 there.
Absolutely good results with that rock. She moved the rock off the center line and got the second shot in the 8 foot.
Good throw. It's really straight there with any kind of weight.
Yeah.
Really good throw though.
Thanks.
Both were really good. I thought your first one would come up. Your weight
So
was
did I.
perfect.
Yeah.
I should have
Worked
just
out
on
good.
it to carve it like it was.
I don't know if it would have though
No.
enough on the
Okay.
I'd rather make sure it stops in the house.
Yeah,
than-
that's true.
right.
Yeah.
Nice hit and stick by the Bertsch team. They are laying second shot. Sheidegger's shot rock at the back of the 8 foot. Still 2 guards up in play.
Yeah, Casey's going to keep playing it a little cautious, I think, and try and move those guards around so they're to her advantage. Right now, that one close to center can be a dangerous rock for them.
Yes.
Jesse throwing the peel.
Whoa.
Center guard.
Yes. Yes. Hard.
He's kind of throwing it a little quieter. I think they were
She'd like to stick
stick
around,
around, yeah.
hang around on the edge of the 12
Oh,
foot.
just
That's fine.
got it
Thank
a
God
little
for that, real
too
nice.
thick.
That's okay.
Main objective done is get that guard off.
Yeah. On the sheet next to us, on sheet 7, we have Team Holman playing Jessica Wytrykowski, and it looks like Holman got 3 in the first end.
Attempted takeout coming here from Team Bertsch. Looks like she's got it right on the nose.
Nice
A little
shot.
bit of a roll.
Yeah, little roll. It's a rock that Jessie can now use if she wants.
Yeah, I'll see if I can round up enough volunteers to get one draw off or something. I don't know.
On sheet 3, we have Team Rock playing Team Sturmey. So those girls were all team members who played against each other at, or with each other and against each other at the University of Alberta. And Team Sturmey is leading 1-0. We have Team Patterson versus Skurlik on sheet 4, and they haven't put their score up yet.
Okay, clean. 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 Close. Yep. Yep. Yep.
Jessie.
Hard. 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 Clean. I'll get through. Clean. I'll get through. Clean. Oh, sorry. Okay. Perfect. Wait. Sorry, I was thinking it was just gonna freeze.
So a little bit of a miscommunication there with weight and line for the team.
Yes.
With a little less weight, she wouldn't have had so much separation, and it would have made this takeout much tougher. These girls have to be a little bit careful they don't jam on the back one. Oh, and she did.
Maybe third shot at the time, but it's looks like red and maybe still lane 1 and 2.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely
Yeah.
1 and 2.
Well, and her weight was similar.
They're the same.
Yeah. Okay.
So Carrie-Ann is going to try and
Yeah.
draw down there again, utilize that guard, and get one socked away in there.
Ideally, she'd like this top 8. I think that as long as it's shot rock behind that corner guard. For the time being, ignoring the 2 red rocks that
Okay.
are first and second shot.
Jesse's rock. Hard, Jess.
We're trying to just get Jessie on it on the lead sweep so we can get this to move a little.
Hard. Hard. Line's getting good. Hard. Fully. Yep. Good.
It's very nice.
Doesn't want to finish.
It's not completely buried, but it
It
makes,
has to be dealt with. It is
yeah.
shot rocks. And
and the hit and roll is tough.
looks like it's just about edge on edge, so
Yeah.
with the guard. You should be able to nose this with a nice control weight.
She's got quite a bit of weight here,
Keep going, Val. Keep going.
so she's trying to get this to curl.
Keep going.
Just rolled out of the rings, but
Come on.
Gives Casey and Carrie-Ann a chance to play the same shot again, which if you're the opposition, you don't really want to let them have the same shot twice.
exactly.
Especially a team as good as this one. They're usually pretty sharp.
This is a great field here at this Bonspiel. It's one of the toughest fields you'll see in a ladies' spiel. A lot of good teams here, even some international teams.
Line's good. Room. Okay. Okay.
Jess, you're going to go.
Close, Jess. Okay, close, Jess. Are you on this?
Adjust.
You need this?
Just to it.
Okay, well. Okay, you're fine then. You're fine. It's to it, it's fine. Yeah, right to it. Okay, that's good.
Nice shot. So Carrie-Ann just comes down on top of her own.
That was a much
So
more weight. I got.
she's definitely
I got
sitting
5
shot
on your first
now.
and 14.7 on that.
That rock's going to be hard to remove, so Team Bertsch will probably just follow that down, freeze to it.
She kind of bet. It's gonna freeze. If you move it, then you may be able to.
Push it further. Like, I don't think you need to play too much weight.
I feel like we just want to fit those on it, right?
Yeah.
Except they're straight.
That's true. That's a good point. Hey. Hey.
So Lowell was mentioning some of the international teams here. We have Team Fujisawa is playing on sheet 6
I think
against Team Crow, which is a local team. And right now, Fujisawa's up 1-0. And looks like she's playing a couple. Fujisawa's sitting a couple, and
Little heavy.
Crow is drawing against a couple. All right, back to our game.
This rock's hanging a little bit on the center line. They're trying to make it curl right now, but
Let's
it's
go.
got some ways to go to get a piece of this. And
Okay.
I think
Looks like she got enough of it that she's
10-6, you said.
sitting too.
I thought it was big.
Yeah, maybe
So Casey's going back to the just drawing. Utilize that guard a little.
The right, just a smidgen.
Me?
Yeah, I just have it split right now.
do still in play if she can get around this corner guard in good
I saw
position.
the screens.
Yeah.
Oh. Do this.
Yeah, I like that.
Pretty sure somebody's going to score this end.
Yeah.
It's not going to be a blank.
Top eight's great.
No, I don't think that would be something fairly tough to blank this. With 2 rocks of each team in play. Scattered throughout the house.
Easy, easy. Top four.
Line
They're
looks
really,
good. They have to
they're
go
working
to get
on
it
this
by.
though, yeah. Weight-wise, I think she's a little light. She's gonna rack.
Oh, she was pretty close. Maybe just over the top, maybe.
Just a little tight. A little light, Lowell, you think? I think.
I think a little bit light. That would have
Yeah.
been hard pressed to get full 8 foot, but
Yeah.
That, I don't like that right.
Curled real early. Okay.
Well, my
Compared to Carrie's. Yeah.
just flash that one down there.
Yeah.
so Team Bertsch with a good opportunity to put some pressure on Sheidegger's team with a draw in the top 8 foot probably,
Yeah, and
or even bite 4 would be great as long as it's buried good.
yeah, Casey just gave her a center guard to come around.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's Casey loves to hit, and it's her rock she'd be hitting if they get one buried. However, you don't really like to give a team without the hammer a center guard to bury on. Another one of the two other international teams on sheet 5. We have Jamie Sinclair from the United States playing Daniela Jinch
Half here.
and
It looks like okay.
Tabitha Peterson
yeah,
on sheet 4.
on sheet 4, right?
Another United States team.
Okay, so
So here we have the
Weight's close.
lefties
Top four.
in turn
Yeah.
coming on the center guard. Typically this rock will curl a little more than the righties from the same pack position. looks like they're going to have to go and get it into the rings.
It's a little light, but it seems like she's maybe over icing herself a little too much. She's
Just a little light.
kind of missing on the
I have whiplash.
coming side with her hit and maybe missing a little on her draw.
Sometimes I don't know when he's gonna pan, so.
So it looks like Sheidegger will be playing a quiet hit on that back stone at the back of the 8-foot.
And then we'll see if it's a...
It looks from our viewpoint that red may be laying 2, but
If she hits and sticks on the nose here, she'll get one.
she gets 1 for sure.
Maybe 2,
The
yeah.
other 2 are close and possibly a measurement,
I think
but
it is. Yeah, pretty much. I try to guess when he's gonna pan and then switch it before that.
So now Jesse's trying to get this rock to curl up.
and it looks like it's not. So
No, it's going to roll away, so we'll see what they decide here.
Yeah. Good throw. Nice, really nice thing.
Yeah. Didn't come up like I thought it would. Yeah. Thought it would come up there.
He did not at all.
No, they flew on us.
Wait,
I believe by the team's reactions, it almost feels like Team Bertsch stole that point then.
yeah.
So, score at the end of 2 ends is Team Bertsch 1, Team Sheidegger 0.
So Team Bertsch, this is their, they're playing in the Autumn Gold. This is their first season together as a team. And they already had a successful start to this year as the finalists for the Alberta Curling Series event in Leduc. And they have, for sponsors, Buzz About the Hive, Lone Star Consulting, Off the Hook Custom Framing, Wagamuffin Animal Rescue, the Knee Clinic, and Hardline. And we talked about sponsors that are required to make this event successful. Players, teams require lots of sponsorship too to pay for entry fees and travel and hotels and all those things. It takes a lot to keep them going here.
It's okay. Just try someone up. Try one person up.
So, Team Bertsch will be probably trying to throw it out center guard
Now we know.
without having hammer.
What did we hit? Half a rock there? So we need half the amount of ice and it's money.
So Team Sheidegger, this is their 4th season together. They have represented Alberta at the Scotties in 2018 and also were the wildcard team in 2019. And all of these ladies are mothers and workers, and so they've got lots on their plate. They are sponsored by White Owl Whiskey Highwood Distillers, Bordertown Auto Body, Dunlop Truck Centers, Hardline Curling, Communications Group Lethbridge, the Mortgage Group, and Benchmark Assessment Consultant.
So Christy Moore throws out a nice corner guard, nice positioning.
So 2 good shots to start the end by both teams.
This is the kind of ice you're going to get lots of opportunities on. Could be 3 TSN tuning points in one end.
Attempt at a come around is a little bit late, but just chopped off the center line guard, left her other red one right beside it.
I don't think that
should make for an easy double peel later in the end.
I would like to see
But-
mine. Is that extra ice?
So-
Is that extra ice? Yeah. For this? I don't want extra. So I don't think it's gonna curl.
So it looks like they're playing the tick attempt on the center line dart. Try to roll their shooter either into the rings or for a real tight
Easy.
corner.
Easy off. Whoa.
This is gonna make a little move. There it goes.
Oh, there it goes.
Okay.
Mission accomplished. Moved it off the center line.
That really came down, hey?
So Team Shire's got the end set up pretty well to start here. They've got things off the center and some corners to work with.
No, you have
So on sheet one, it looks like Team Einerson is kind of taking control early there. They got one in the first and then stole 3 in the second against Team Booth. Full disclosure, that's our granddaughter who's skipping that team over there, so I keep sneaking a look. And Team Carey, their game's still 1-0. Not sure what happened in the second. Team Sturmey versus Rock, 1-0. Team Skurlik, 1-0 over Team Patterson. Team Jinch, Daniela got 3 in the second, so it's 3-2 against Jamie Sinclair. Alyssa Crow is down 3-0 to Fujisawa. And Holman is up 3-2 over Jessica Wojciechowski. So back to our game.
So Bertsch tried to come in and went a little deep, back 8 foot, but it is behind the guards that are just off the center line. So Jesse's trying to double peel here. And because those rocks are fairly close together, she makes the double peel.
Oh, nice shot.
And mission accomplished.
So she's got that one whole side of the house wide open. Lindsay does have a rock that's just 6 inches off the center line to try and work with.
spots on the ice down there. You got it.
Key here is to get this rock in front of the tee line, of course.
T back 4. Yeah, gotta go line. Wait till I close. Top 12, top 8.
And she had a nice weight.
Just a little maybe tight and chapped off the guard.
15.
Still have a guard 6 inches off the center line, which isn't terrible. I'm sure that Casey will go.
Hmm?
Oh,
She's thinking about not taking it off.
going on the offense. It's,
Line only, we're deep.
they're indicating that it's a little deep. It is going to get by the guard. But
She's coming by it fairly tight, but looks like she's going to be behind the tee line for sure. So that gives
Nice line.
Team Bertsch a chance to follow it down. She's 4 feet higher. That's a really great shot. Unfortunately, she's shot, but that's not always the ideal position behind the tee line.
Back 8, back 12. Back 4, back 4. Back 8.
This thing's got to move.
Bring it back, keep going, keep going.
Gotta get by that top guard. Oh, she didn't get by.
Just rubbed, but I think she's going to be shot rock, and it's behind the World's Fair.
Fair. Yeah. It was a fortunate little rub.
I think her weight would have been close. Coming down, she just clicked off that. Sorry. It's more of a redirect than anything. Your weight would have been really great. 14.2? I know it seems heavy, but I think it's because we haven't actually crossed into that path very often. 14.2? I know it seems heavy, but I think it's because we haven't actually crossed into that.
This forces the Sheidegger team to play a run back. So third, Carrie-Ann McTaggart.
Whoa!
Turning out, turn, run back.
Close! Close! Whoa!
Not a ton of weight on it, just nice controlled weight.
Hard just! Hard!
Oh
Tough one.
dear.
Good throw.
So close.
Worst case scenario, they missed the shot rock, ticked it in, and left their shooter up close to the center line. So advantage Team Bertsch right now.
Such a
Yeah.
tough shot, all or none there.
They'll be putting up a guard for sure now.
Great throw though. Nice weight.
Draw.
Oh, guard. Oh.
She'd like to partially get the yellow rock covered so it can't be
Halfway!
raised directly back on the red one.
Halfway
So
high!
Yeah, Team Sheidegger, their strength is definitely those high, hard run backs. They're very good at that, so you want to make the angles a little tougher for them.
the second goal of this rock, of course, would be also to plug that hole. So I'd like to get a little bit of both, but
Yeah, it looks like she
she left
plugged the hole, but she left them the run back.
run back will be attempted again, or alternatively just a straight peel, get that out of the road.
Didn't have much handle on it.
So it looks like we have some family members watching on the YouTube feed. Crystal Shaw is wishing good luck to her niece, Val, who's playing on Team Bertsch, and Val's family in Manitoba. So Carrie-Ann looks like she's gonna try. Is she trying the double peel
Trying the
here,
double,
Noel?
yes, the double peel probably has the best.
Ooh.
And
Well,
kind of unfortunate there, but
she did get the two guards off, so it gives her a little more room, but she also pushed another redstone in the house. Looks like it's third shot, the one she pushed into the house, I think.
Making sure she wasn't lying.
a well-placed guard here is going to put a lot of pressure on Team Sheidegger to even score this
I
end.
think that's
Yeah.
Casey Tice iced her for that, but
I feel like I had way less.
Yeah, I think she needs to. The objective would be to get this rock covering almost all of the red rocks.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
force Casey to have a tough run in, and the draw will be even tougher.
Alright, Linz.
Plus, she'll be running red in on red, which
Right.
is,
She does have some yellow ones on either side that she could run in, but
I think she'll save something like that for
her last shot.
Halfway
desperation last shot.
tight. Tight.
This rock's got to do a little curling to get across the center line, which is where they want it.
It's gonna do a lot of curves.
She may get lucky and get a little
Oh, they're gonna
chop and lie off her guard again. Not quite.
not enough. Casey's going to go to school on this and draw.
Oh, she's going to draw.
I think she figures she probably has to draw with her last one, so
Plus the double looks like it's jamming all day
Sure
on the
enough, I
yellow
see
one
what you're
anyway.
saying.
So
yeah.
I know what you're saying, yeah. Fair enough. Speed the same as draw to the button. Or not quite 2 feet more. I think this is close. Where are we going? Just top out of tape. I like it, yeah.
So Christy Moore was referring to the pre-game draw to the button to
Very
use as
similar to draw to the
a
button.
reference for the kind of weight that she needs to throw here. I would expect it would have keyed up a little bit from that roll, wouldn't you?
yeah, typically a little bit. They're taking a ton of ice here. They're taking the middle of the 8 foot and trying to get to the button. So that's like 3 feet of curl, and it's still hanging out on the
It's
outside
okay,
corner
right.
guard.
Well, no. We're little.
Did she feather that?
Yep. Just by the button. Just do it yourself. First along for the ride. Going on.
I would like to see a replay on that because I believe she feathered the guard.
Apparently our technical
Apparently
people
we're-
here, no, we don't have that skill.
She, I have to think she feathered the guard and got it onto the button.
It looked like she did because she was backside of it on the way by, yeah.
So I think if it hadn't had been probably wide open, but it turns out it's right on the button, almost directly behind the guard. Not a lot of curl on this side of the sheet, so but I think it's
Pivot to curl.
you can chase and
Really, all
get
you
this
need
rock
is
with
half a
probably
rock,
hack
right?
weight or whatever, but and just taking the
I think so.
edge of the forefoot and calling for
I think it's
back
probably the right
line
ice
weight.
because it's staying straight. Yeah.
Now with her being a lefty long, she'll be throwing her.
She has a little better angle on this because she's throwing out of the right hand hack.
Perfect.
And typically that's a little bit of
Yeah.
advantage for this intern for a
Love
lefty.
it. I love the ice and the weight choice. Let's do it, Linz. Little heavy. Just go forward.
Again, this rock is hanging. They're trying to make it curl. I don't believe they're going to. It's on the guard. Possibly threw a little heavy
That was
than
a
the
lot.
intended weight. They called for back line. I'd say that was at least hack. And run straight on her. And so Sheidegger will have to draw the 4 foot to get her 2 points here.
Yeah, it's a tricky spot.
So Casey gets to throw the same shot she just threw. She doesn't have to contend with a guard now. And just try and draw down there now. I hear them saying they think it's
really
heavy.
nice.
Sweepers are just cleaning it. Just
It's really
lightly
nice.
cleaning.
She can kind of run into her own
Tap, if
better
that.
too.
Yeah, not even. Good.
Very nice shot for 2. Skips deuce there.
Yeah, that's what we call skip's deuce.
Great throws, Kate. Really nice.
That's why they get the big bucks, right, Lowell?
Yeah. So Team Sheidegger up on Team Bertsch 2-1 after 3 ends of play.
And on the sheet next to us, Team Holman is up 5-2 on Team Wojciechowski. Fujisawa is up 3-1 on Alyssa Crow. Jamie Sinclair is up 4-3 on Daniela Dint. And Team Rock is down 2-1 to Sturmey. Team Patterson is up 3-1 on Skurlik. And I can't see the score for the last two. Bodies in the way.
Team Peterson from the United States is up 3-1 on Team Skirt. Oh, you just said that, I think.
Yep. Yeah, with Team Robertson and Team Carey, their game is tied at 1-1. Lots of rocks in play, but not a high-scoring affair over there.
Okay, here comes lead Christy Moore, throwing an intern draw. Typically, I think they'd want this rock into the house or a very tight center guard.
Looks like it's coming in.
Rock stops at the top four. And Team Bertsch, ignoring that stone, of course, would like to get a corner guard up. Well-placed corner guard.
Nice. Good save.
So now Christy's going to throw up the center guard. Now that she's got the rock nicely positioned on the forefoot. And then Team Bertsch will have to chase all the way.
No.
This rock's maybe over curling a little bit.
Good judge.
Looks pretty good.
It's pretty good. If you want to err on a rock like that, you want to err on the side that exposes the shot
I
rock
did give you quite a
to
bit
the
less on your guard than
open
the draw.
side of the house.
But it just, like, it spins
Oh,
fast.
yeah,
and
yeah,
then,
yeah.
Like, it kind of ends up in the same spot,
Yeah,
but it's visually
but
very
it
different.
is visually, like, it broke probably half, like a little more than halfway, and that one wasn't until the hog line, pretty much. The break point is just way earlier.
Yeah.
Another come around attempt here.
Mine's good.
Coming around the corner guard. Looks very good. Very nice shot by lead Hope Sunley. Dead buried behind the corner guard. Second shot for now, but that's a great shot.
No, I'm aware.
Team Sheidegger trying to come around their own center guard. Looks like
she's a little
a
late.
little light, and
It's not
No, that's fine.
the worst, though,
Not
because
bad,
she
though.
kind of
Yeah,
crossed him
it's
over,
not
so it
good.
makes it.
Close. It's real close.
they're a little bit lined up at the
Goes off the top
second
of
shot
it.
rock. But might drag over top. But Team Bertsch will try the peel here. Most important rocks to peel is the one that's biting the center line. peel made on the center line guard. Still one off, about 6 inches off the center line. It's partially covering shot rock and the bite on the top 4. So Jesse will just try to replace that guard. Probably doesn't want to come into the rings here and set up a possible double for Team Bertsch too, but this
It's looking pretty good.
looks pretty good. She might come tight to the rings, but I don't think it'll be. I mean, she is in the rings, but I don't think there's a double there.
No, it's pretty tough to get on enough of that
That's good.
to make the double.
Yeah, Carrie thought you were
She
behind.
can hit and roll behind that corner guard. Might
Yep.
kick her own out into the open though.
Well, no, she thought a couple were when they were heavy. Quite bad. Oh, just
So
enough.
second, Valerie Eklund throwing a rock.
Well, that's okay.
She's from Manitoba, but she doesn't look like she's a Tucker. She makes a nice hit and roll, but
Nice shot. Not all those Manitobans are Tuckers.
Right.
Caitlin Laws, for instance, and Jennifer Jones don't tuck. Or Dawn.
there's more Tuckers from Manitoba than anywhere else, though.
Yes.
Close! Close! Yes! Yes! Hard! 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 Right up! Hard! Whoa! Yep, yep, yep! Go with
Gonna
it,
try
girl.
and hit and roll
Right
here.
Go, go,
Made a
go, go,
beautiful
go.
shot.
Nice
Hit
shot.
and roll
Perfect.
right behind the guard. Shot rock is just
Maybe
barely exposed, but the call here would be to get rid of the guard. Team Sheidegger laying 2 right now. Scoring zone is very difficult. Peel attempt looked like it's
quite
cold
light.
and light and over curling a little bit. She did move it off, but pretty nice board weight peel there.
She did roll over to the side, but it's going to make drawing to the 4-foot tough if that's what it comes down to.
Yes.
And I got both sides covered off with guards. Haven't Carrie Ann putting up a guard here.
Okay, line 2, high 2. Clean. Clean. Easy, easy. It's really curling. Really curling. Looks like it's going to over curl.
It's gonna be okay.
Carrie Ann's got a
Right here
lot
is
of
right.
rotation on this rock, and yet it's
That's
still
good, Carrie.
curled quite a bit.
Perfect.
Pretty
Great
good
throw.
shot. Pretty much where they would
Yeah, but they don't.
walk it down and place
They
it, I
kind of
think.
grab and then they
But
back
like
up.
only to the center line and then they
know.
stop curling.
Nothing's changed here.
Yeah, it looks so weird. No,
Yeah.
it looks so weird. Really good throw. You threw both of those perfectly.
That's a really good spot.
Yeah. Yeah, we could probably take a few more and then just finish it. Instead of just like clenching the whole way.
Yep, hard. Yep. Gotta go. Gotta go.
She's trying to double here.
Come on.
Not the, it's a red guard up now.
Yeah.
Team Sheidegger still sitting 2 and drawing, so
Definitely advantage Team Sheidegger here to score in this 4th end. It's going to be a little difficult right now for Team Bertsch to score.
Oh. Lindsay wanted me to tell you that 12-5 is going to be Hackway. Sorry, I'm not.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I made a mistake. I guess Val is an Albertan. It's just her family's from Manitoba.
Okay.
Thanks to Cheryl Shaw for pointing that out. One of our viewers.
And you were talking about the Manitoba tuckers. Come on, these Sheidegger girls got lots of tuck to them.
Casey definitely.
Come on around.
Nice guard coming in here. I'd like to get it ideally a little bit behind the red so the red run back is not available. Just coming right into the biting the top 8 foot. Absolutely perfect shot.
Did that slide a little better?
I think with a nice extension
Yeah.
it does. Every time you do that, it goes like 2 feet further.
Sorry, a little further.
It's just truer, right?
Yeah, yeah. That I like that.
It's a
throw.
great
I thought
throw.
That was a good throw.
Yeah. Yeah, I believe it.
Maybe. I thought it was tight. Yeah.
Yeah. I thought it would too,
I
but
felt like
it didn't.
if I
That extra
was real
rotation,
tight
I
so
think,
that I wouldn't be.
really
I didn't
helped.
want to be heavy, right?
I've done a
Yeah.
bottle already.
So if she just peels, we just put the guard back up, hey? Okay.
She's playing a run, eh?
Yeah, we draw to the side of the button for one, hey?
Run back attempt
Okay.
coming here from
Take that.
Maybe
Skip
because she didn't get a
Lindsay
good
Bertsch.
read.
Yeah,
She's just like, maybe I'll go with the other two because I like it better. Maybe.
Oh,
So close and yet so far. And she left her shooter there, so
So close.
a guard placed on the center line here is going to make it absolutely very tough for Team Bertsch to score this end.
yeah, she's gonna have to.
Anywhere in the hole, actually.
She may have to try and play a run in to cut things down if Jessie puts this in a good position.
I expect her to be very close. She went to school on her first shot here.
I think it's just top 4. I almost think you want to take that draw instead.
That draw looks easier. You just need, even if you just get 4 foot and you get 1, that's okay.
Yeah. I think if you're playing that spot, it's closer to 14 and a half.
Yeah, so that'd be almost exactly where Lindsay
Yeah.
with the class.
You have to throw it to be there in that spot.
Because no rocks have been there since then. So. I guess Casey's gonna hit that one. We're good. Right to your room. We're not in. We're tight, but we're not in.
Calling that rock is going to be a tight guard, but looks like it's going to be perfect.
So
That's pretty good.
she might have left her a little bit of a window to
So
draw.
Okay. Why? Why are you sorry?
If the window's there, it's only because this is a little straighter on this side,
I
but
think that's a tough one. And I guess if you miss it, you give up 3. With a draw, you can at least cut them down. Sorry?
So they're within a tight game. They don't want to give up the big steal here, so they're trying to decide what's the least risk.
if they cut them to 1, it's
We were kind of talking about this path because you threw it.
it's not the end of the world. They'll only be down
Like a hair wider, but
2 points after 4 ends, so there's lots of game left.
Yeah.
You certainly don't want to give up steal 3 here, especially with only 1 rock in the 4 foot, 1 biting the 8 foot, and 1 fully 12.
It's just with all those red
it
guards
got to
out
about
there,
here,
they
didn't it?
kind of end up being in her way. As I had mentioned, that might be the case earlier in the end.
Looks like she's trying to draw through the port.
do you remember, have they thrown much for draws way out here? Do they know what this does?
Well, I don't think they've thrown a lot of shots. It's
Probably 14 to 14 and a half, because this is even wider than she was.
they're talking about the weight, so they think they have a good idea of the weight. They're taking the edge of the
We're
just
taking
off the
14
edge of
and
the
a
8
half.
foot. Expecting about, looks like, 2.5, 3 feet of curl.
Yeah.
It's all in the weight here. I think she can negotiate the port for sure. Here comes the left-hander's in turn.
So she's got to get it through the hole first and have
Through the
right
hole's the
leg.
big thing.
Line only.
Weight looks really close.
Line only.
She's through the hole. Got to get to the tee line to be shot, but I think she's going to cut her to 1, which is probably the objective of that shot. That's a really good shot.
Now that
What was
was
the time, Nick?
that's
Great
pretty
speed, Lynn's 14.
pretty well
Great spot.
played to not give up the big end and stay in the game. There's 4 more ends to play, so
Way to dial it in there. That's great.
Very good team shot. Talked about the weight. Swept it perfect. And the thrower, of course, throw it perfect.
So after 4 ends, it's 3-1 for Sheidegger. We're understanding that the score isn't showing up properly on the feed. Having some technical difficulties here. We're all a bunch of rookies, so.
There's a lot of close games out here in this draw. Except for
A few of them are getting. Team Holman is up. What is that? Little 8-2 on Jessica Wojciechowski.
and sheet 1 we won't talk about
Team Einerson
a lot.
is up on Team Booth by quite a bit. And Team Robertson and Team Carey are continuing their one ways. It's 2-1 for Team Robertson. Team Rock and Team Sturmey, it's 2-1 for Team Sturmey. Team Patterson and Team Skurlick, it is 3-1, I think. Jamie Sinclair is up 4-3 to Daniela Gent, and Alyssa Crow is down 3-2 to Fujisawa. So there's just 2 games that are really
Not close.
not close.
So Christy Moore throws the first rock top 4, which is an absolute perfect spot for that rock when you're up 2 points.
There, I think we have our technical difficulty with the score figured out. So it should be showing up properly on your screens now. 3-1 for Team Sheidegger.
Team Bertsch played a hit on that rock.
That's interesting. Guess because it's the odd end, she
The odd end, I think she's looking to
play it wide open.
play wide open, maybe get a blank and have hammer in the 6th.
Clean. Yep.
Expect a pretty wide open end here from that shot on.
Yes. I don't think Team Sheidegger will be throwing up any guards. They're just going to play it wide open, and if the other team misses, then they'll
That's sweet.
put up a guard.
Thanks.
Oh, now we're playing in corner guard. Which I think the thinking was that rock was so close to the button that they should get it off there. And now they'll throw up corner guard, try to generate 2 points, 2 or more.
Nice guard there.
Here.
So now Casey's going to throw a guard.
Probably try to
She-
throw this top 8 foot, I would think. Or a real tight guard.
What's he called? Tight, yeah.
Did she? Yeah.
Yeah. She can't hit the opposition's rock yet, so she's going with it.
Guard here.
Put a tight rock in there and
That was probably a little longer than what they had wanted.
yeah, he's just a little light. And a little offline too because it was light. If it traveled a little further,
A little further.
she would have had a little better guard. So it opens the door a little bit there for Team Bertsch.
Rocks in play is what they want right now.
Yeah.
Back 4. T-line. T-line.
Yeah, T-line. Just to it. Yep. Yep. Top 4. To it.
Players are indicating that the weight is very close to where they want it to be. That's a nice rock. Now, Casey's calling for Jesse to just kind of come down to that, bump it a little bit. Changed it now to maybe just freeze right down on it. 'Cause these rocks are behind the
14-5.
tee line. And neither team has the advantage yet.
Christy Moore on this rock to try to make it curl a little. It looks like it's hanging out, possibly a little heavier than the straight freeze.
She's working on it. She looks like she's going to get a piece of it. That was a good sweep.
Good.
Did a good job. Pushed it over so it's second shot. Christie's a very strong sweeper and able to maneuver some of the stones for the Sheidegger
Too much
team
ice. Like,
with that directional sweeping.
Little less.
Top 8.
Top 8.
Top 8.
And these girls are really working on this one, trying to get it to curl and get it there. Top 8, the players are indicating, but looks like they've drugged this one a long way too. Very nice.
Very nice shot. Biting the 4 foot.
She might not be shot, but that's okay.
Most
because
importantly,
it's
dead behind the corner there.
guard, yeah. And that yellow one's easily moved, and so Casey's saying, let's get another one in there.
So top 8, top 4.
And she's okay with either freezing to the back one or corner freezing to the top one.
Top 4.
To it.
T-line. Come around.
Well, that's kind of an in-between shot. She kind of bounced off that, so now gives the other team, Team
Chance.
Bertsch, a chance.
Chance to make a double and be line 3 here.
Yeah. And they actually pushed that red one a little, like, bit more buried. So if she makes this shot,
Yeah.
makes the freeze tougher. So this is Nicole shooting.
Little heavy.
Playing the wind turn or the
Clockwise.
clockwise?
She's trying hard to get this to. Oh, it's
No.
that wasn't good. She
Jammed it and pushed it in a little behind cover.
her shot, and now Sheidegger can hit and roll again behind there.
That's okay.
The yellow rock is fairly safe for now. Unless things change.
Nicole must have been a little wide because they were working on it all the way to get it to curl. She could have afforded to be over the top, but not a little wide. Now we've got Carrie Ann. She had indicated a hit and roll into the pack there, but I
They're not going to get the roll.
didn't get that roll. So yellow, Team Sheidegger is sitting 1, and Team Bertsch is sitting 2 and 3.
2 and 3. The yellow rock is going to be a difficult one to get out.
Yeah, can she
Remove
can
it.
she play the hit and roll off that low? The angle there?
Just back here.
A little too steep.
Off the yellow on the left.
Yellow
side.
into the pack.
No, it just jams on there. So she's going to have to attack it from this side. Try to move things around a little bit right now. It's not important that you get shot right now. Just move things around and we'll get some rocks in play and maybe you'll have a shot later.
Sorry.
Must be close. They're
I don't know
kind
what to do.
of straight, not
Tried
straight.
You got it a little too thin. You can
Oh.
poke it right through the hole.
Oh,
That was a bit of a line call error there. They're saying straight and it actually needed to curl. I heard the sweeper saying not sure what to do here, so little indecision there.
I think I'd have played that with a lot less weight and just keep some red rocks around in the rings.
Right? No double. If you're higher, you're leaving a double off of this one. That way. Bobble it.
In any event,
That's what I'm,
Casey will be trying to draw into the top
that's
4
what
foot,
I'm
I
thinking.
would
If you
think.
just go back there, it's not.
Oh, I'm looking over on sheet 6 there, and Team Fujisawa has broken that game open. They scored 4 in the 5th, so they're up 7-2. Sort of looking like the games where we've got those international experienced teams or Olympic experienced teams
They're starting
are
to
starting to,
pull away here.
yes. Well, we're having a long discussion here.
Even or a hair higher.
Not sure
is
what to
fine.
do. What
Yeah.
would you do, Lowell?
Well, I think I just try and come around that and even close to the center line, top 8 foot or something would be a very good shot, but it looks like that's what they're trying to do.
I think like a quarter to half in the 4 is really close. Okay.
Yeah, top
Dead even just a hair higher.
Biting the 4 foot's great.
That's okay too.
Okay.
But if we're top button, the double is pretty thin. Top 4 to T line. Yeah. Okay.
Calling top 4 to T line.
Speed's the same as this other side.
Yeah.
It's a little wider.
Not real up. Yeah. Top 8!
So the sweepers are indicating she's a little lighter than she had wanted. We're working on it, see if they can. They're saying top 8 and she wanted top 4, so see if they can drag it that far.
Both sweepers go on hard on this
You're not there.
due to it's just a weight
You're high.
call shot, and it's top
Bad.
8.
So the sweepers were right in their line call. She gave a little bit of a window of opportunity here for
An out-turn top back to.
Lindsay, yeah, she can come back to.
She can get the right line. She could be laying 2 after this shot. That's why that rock needed to be biting the forefoot.
It would make that shot a lot tougher. And this is a similar shot to what Lindsay just played in the last end. On the other side of the sheet, but same kind of weight shot, same kind of line shot. See if the sheet does the same thing on both sides.
And this is a little tricky spot here. If you throw it a hair out and a hair heavy, they just no curl. So they have to be very tight to the guard to move this rock, but they can't have a lot of weight either. You don't have to be concerned about taking it right out of the rings. You have to be concerned about making contact and getting it out of, to the back of the 8-footer. So
Wait,
it's a
follows. Back 4.
difficult shot, but it's definitely makeable.
They're saying top 4. They're going now for line. Looks like it's moving.
She's got good line. She's going to be by the guard. And the only question is if she's going to tap it far enough.
She's got a fair bit of weight. Nice shot. Very nice.
She did
She's
move it.
sitting 1.
She's sitting 1. That was the main objective. And she's in front of the Yellowstone.
So now it's up to Casey to follow her down because that thing is right on the tee line, a little bit little bit back of the tee line. So it does give Casey some room.
A little bit of room, but Lindsay got good curl there, and she's almost dead buried. So this is a tough shot as well.
So it'll be interesting to see if we see some differences with the left-handed thrower versus the right-handed thrower.
Yeah.
If it makes a difference in how that rock moves.
Casey won't be too disappointed here if she's a hair light but has good line, because a score of a deuce is going to be very difficult for Team Bertsch. So the in-turn draw is very tough because of it's there. Hit and roll would be the best way, I think, to score 2, but
They're still discussing it, looks like.
This draw is easy. Why don't we just do it? Why tap? No, I don't want
I guess they're debating whether to throw the in-turn tap on their shot rock and the top, or their rock and the 8-foot, as opposed to playing this.
I think so.
Well, it sounds like they're discussing whether or not they want to be shot.
I think it's if you're not shot, if you're in there tight, it's a very good shot. Because I think if she's not shot, she'll force him
Same as your job.
for 1 in the 5th end. It'll be very tough to score 2.
It's good that they're making sure they're all on the same page as to what their goal is for this end.
Yeah. Again, it's a tough shot. It has to be the right weight and the right line to make a perfect shot here.
In my pit.
Oh, that was it. Yeah.
Lots of rotation on this rock.
And good looking line here. If she's by the guard. She's got enough to move it. She's got up beauty.
That's a very nice shot.
Great sweep.
Yellow sitting 1. So
Yellow sitting
Lindsay's going to try to double. It looks like she didn't hesitate at all. She just went right up there. So I think she must have been.
On that, I was not.
She had lots of time to think about this.
Well, it's the only shot she has really to score.
Yep.
Looks like the game might be over on sheet 1.
So they haven't put up the score in the 5th end, but Team Booth was not skunked. They scored 1 in the 4th. So I see 9-1 as possibly the final score.
They won it.
So good experience for those girls. Get the playing against the big shots nerves
All right,
out of the
let's
way.
test it.
These girls are a U18 team.
Yeah, there's. Yes, that's building. Yeah, they were. There was a couple teams dropped out. I'm not sure what the reason. And Team Booth was one of the teams that came in and filled in. There we go. Lindsay's playing her shot.
Playing the shot, it looks like she's got air.
Air. Need it.
Looks like a steal of 1 for Team Sheidegger.
I thought maybe they would have been sweeping it to get it to curl, but it looks like she was sweeping it to
And you had a
keep
long
it
way to
straight.
curl.
Yeah, it had a long way. She threw a lot of weight on that, but so Sheidegger's up 4-1, playing 6.
So Casey Sheidegger with a real good shot with their last one in 5, which would Team Bertsch had a potential shot at getting 2 back on them, but Casey snuffed that out with a perfect tap back freeze.
So it looks like this was watching while we were waiting here on sheet 2. It looks like Chelsea Carey maybe flashed on her last one, and there was a steal at 2. So Team Robertson's kind of opened up that one a little. So the strategy for this game for Team Sheidegger now will be to play it pretty wide open, I'm thinking, so as much as they can with the 5-rock rule.
Yep, top 8, full 8, full 8, full 8. That's sweet for a bite of the 4, full 8 though, Jess, full 8, full 8, full 8.
Great sweep.
Nice, Chris, good sweep.
So some guards are in order here for Team Bertsch. Try and get back in this game. Create a little
I
offense.
have Advil. Oh no, the balls. I mean,
So on sheet 7, we have Team Holman up 8-3 on Team Wojciechowski. Team Fujisawa is up 7-2 on Team Crow. Oh, Team Sinclair and Team Junch, they're using lots of the scoreboard. It's 6-6 now. And Team Peterson is up 5-3 on Team Skurlik. Team Sturmey is up 3-2 on Team Rock. And Team Robertson is up, ooh, that was a steal of 3, up 5-1
haven't thrown that spot as much. Maybe it's just held up better.
on Team Carey.
English is hard. It's tough.
Meanwhile, Team Bertsch puts up a nice corner guard. Fairly tight to the rings, but still usable. Christy Moore bringing another yellow rock into the rings. Top 12, right in line with the shot rock.
So I'm thinking Team Bertsch is going to try and, is she trying to just move things around here?
Looks like it, yes.
Maybe get a little
Not liking the positioning of those yellow stones. And
Remove.
because they're in the rings, they can
Whoa!
hit,
remove 1 or 2 of them.
hit and roll.
hard,
Oh,
hard,
nice
hard, hard.
shot.
Yeah, spread them
Very
apart
nice.
and got a roll behind the corner guard. That's a perfect shot. Maybe slightly open. Anchor inside. Jesse will try to chase this rock.
Not too bad. Give some knocks. I'm here for it.
Nice shot.
Well executed. Quiet.
Just gets by the guard there and
Thank
rolls
you.
back to the center. I think they have figured the ice out. It's a very nice rock.
Whatever you like. I think the draw looks easier. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I think so.
Team Bertsch elected to play the draw. It's usually easier to put a rock in the position you want with the draw shot as opposed to hit and roll, especially when you're struggling a little bit with the ice and the weight of your takeout shots.
And there's a little more room for error
More
here
room
with
for
the
error.
draw.
Top four.
Just trying to get this to curl and finish it.
Rachel, stop. Yep.
I didn't.
So that was a very nice draw.
Very nice draw. Team Bertsch laying behind the corner guard. Shot rock.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe save the freeze for a little later. Yeah. Guess it's a gamble.
And now Team Sheidegger is just straight peeling the guard.
Forward, shooter, forward, ball to center, go.
She's
Okay,
actually
that
played
works.
Played the run back. Got the run back. Left the corner guard out. But it is their stone out there now. So.
She's calling her own game down there, eh?
Do what you want. Do whatever. Call it your own game.
But that might have been an unintentional run back by the comments made by the players. It was just a straight peel they were playing, but they got the bonus shot.
They got the bonus.
So now,
However, the guard's still up there, and Team Bertsch can still come around that.
yeah, it's a yellow guard now instead of a red guard, but it is a guard. When you're down 4-1, you take whatever you can get to hide behind.
Another good shot. Now I'm sure it'll be the straight peel.
Shooter, we're half rock. Yep. All the way. Good care, good throw.
And peel is enough out of the way that it makes it a little tough for Team Bertsch to hide. They can corner freeze to this and have the house split. Try and generate a deuce.
And probably the curliest spot on the sheet. Okay. Yeah. Especially with that weight. Yeah, right?
So they're working hard at this. They want
Let's switch.
to freeze.
No, we gotta go.
Maybe second shot.
Okay. Sorry, I felt my sweeping deteriorating. Then I looked up and thought we were too far.
Sure. See how it finishes.
So carry on throwing a hit. Possible double here, but this thing is running straight and a little bit of a silent takeout there.
It was an unexpected miss.
An opportunity here for Team Bertsch to get back in this game.
Back.
And she's got
Right?
not much for guards to work with, so
It was
she's got.
wide, but I kind of tightened
Where would
it,
you
I
put
guess.
one if you were?
Yeah.
She's gonna ask her teammates for a consult.
Yeah.
If you were playing this low, where would you put it?
Less, just to make sure, I guess. Or
Can't hide them all. There's not much for guards to hide. Don't want to set up a double or a triple.
They look like they're gonna go really.
Hard.
They look like they're gonna go really back right off.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I think I might still play a guard on this one, a long guard.
Yeah.
And you got to hope for a little bit of a break.
Looks like they've decided to play a corner
Corner freeze
freeze
over there.
on fourth shot.
Bringing rocks into play now, you're definitely setting yourself up for a potential for a double for the opposition. And that's, of course, Casey's strong point. She's a very good hitter. So we'll see. There's not always,
Little more weight.
there's always two shots,
Back 4.
two alternatives to every
Back 8.
situation. But
Back 8. Back 8. Back 4.
Let me get this.
Back 4,
curl.
T. Back 4. Okay.
it's definitely a double opportunity here. Either way,
Okay. Control.
Maybe you wanna use a triple there.
there is a triple that might jam, but there's definitely two shots at a double either way. So that's what I mean about bringing another rock in the house.
Yeah, and if that rock was, 2 feet higher, that's tougher,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And corner frozen to that yellow one, so that if she does try that, it jams.
You can probably bet Casey will be very close to making a double here, if not a triple.
Uh-huh.
He's a very good hitter.
I'm thinking this is going to have some weight to it.
Yeah, I don't think we'll see an 11-second stone here.
No.
I better zoom out.
So, a little less room for error, I hope. Okay, 10.
Oh,
We're
she's,
thinking maybe 10.
she's talking about throwing a little less.
A little bit more. Yeah.
Take a little more ice and throw a little less weight. So she didn't want to only hit the one rock and go over the top. Maybe this way she makes sure
Keep your shooter around.
keep her shooter around.
This is not great.
Oh, well.
She,
It's okay.
Team Bertsch going to have to
Wait
deal
a
with that
second,
rock
so-
at the top 8 foot now, but getting it to be a lot of red rocks in play here.
Okay.
Yeah, that was so close to a good shot, and yet it.
I think they're getting a little fooled with this inside out
Squeaky.
amount of curl here.
Did that just start?
Over-iced themselves a couple times here on this,
Okay.
on that particular shot. So
Yeah, right at the last minute, she took a little more ice,
Okay.
thinking with the quieter
quieter
weight,
weight, yeah.
All right,
it would
Lance.
move more, but it. She might have. I don't know. Did you see her release? Did she flare it a little?
I didn't think so. I think they're just getting fooled. The ice is maybe a little tracky in spots here.
So
10-5.
Lindsay's gonna try
Just
and
10-5.
hit and just.
not fourth shot, but
sitting 3, but now with that rock sitting right there, I would
Yeah.
have thought they would have played a little bit of a roll.
Yeah.
it would have been nice to put a little more pressure on Casey by rolling into just biting the 8-foot, and then they would have been laying 4. Casey's got to make a nice hit and roll here, though, to bail herself out of trouble.
We've had some turning of the tides here a couple times in this end.
Both teams just
Advantage.
struggling occasionally with the ice and the weight.
Yeah. A little more ice, a little further back.
Looks like she's throwing this fairly quiet.
This is the turn where they saw a little more curl.
Going hard to hopefully get some.
She is. I don't think she's got a roll.
She rolled out a little bit even, so that gives
We have a hit for 3.
for 3.
This could tie the game here. Didn't stick in the 8-foot for 3 points.
It was really good.
It's only for 3.
Christy's staying positive here. It's only for 3. Could be worse.
Just a field goal.
Yeah.
All right.
That's what years of experience of high-level curling gets you. Just stay calm, stay in control. Got the hammer in the next end, and she still has to make this shot.
So Lindsay Bertsch with the takeout attempt. Has to hit the stick.
Looks like she was a little out.
A little out there. She used the other turn, which is a straight turn.
Hard for a piece they're going.
And she hit and rolled out.
Oh, only 2.
A little bit lucky there for Team Sheidegger. Only give up 2, but score after 6. Sheidegger 4 and Bertsch 3.
That shouldn't make a difference. That makes a difference.
No, I said hair.
Sent it on to sheet 7. Oh,
Oh, hey, we got our juice. That was our plan. That's what we got, right? You're back. Hey, Mom, let's make it hard for them to score here then. Yeah. Do you want to play the force thing here and try to go for a 2 and 8? Or do you want to go hard for it? We don't need to go hard for a steal over at this point. Do you want to try first? You sure do. Like,
I think we do.
Do you want to go? Do you want to go tight then high? Or do you want to play that? Or maybe
Halfway and around or something, maybe?
like a safe steal would be great.
yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, we can see what they do. Like if they come tight and they come in, we can freeze them on.
Yeah.
If they leave us the middle, we can always put another one. Like,
Yeah, okay.
Let's be guard though.
yeah.
Halfway?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Halfway?
Tight?
Yeah.
Tight though, because then if they come
yeah,
around, we
tight.
freeze, and then if they leave it, we'll go high. Just because I'm worried if we put it halfway, then we won't have an option if we want to throw the high.
Yes.
I'll throw like a tight
So
halfway.
we're just about ready to begin the 7th end, and we would like to again thank our generous sponsors, Curler
I just don't
Corner
wanna
and Bernice,
I just want to set up an
the
easy double
Weston,
peel later,
Jiffy
like later
Lube,
on down the
Coronado, Rockwatcher, Olson's, Bonterra, and Enigma Resources.
Okay. Oh, just fell over a little.
And it looks like on sheet 6,
Tight it
the
is.
game has ended between Alyssa Crow and Team Fujisawa, with Fujisawa ending up winning 7-2. The rest of the games are still in progress. So with the score of 2 last end, Team Bertsch now has first rock throwing, and they're going to put up attempt to put up a center guard, and it's looking pretty good.
Oh, fair. Okay.
You are mute.
I think my mic's on now. Yeah.
And that's a nice center guard.
tight halfway. A
So
tight halfway.
Team Sheidegger is going to go with the halfway guard.
Exactly what I wanted.
Out turn.
I think they probably want this one in the
Oh,
rings.
she's calling it in. Okay.
Yeah.
We're going to have to work hard to get it in there. And just biting.
Okay.
And Team Bertsch, did you notice, Lowell? Did they
Yeah.
indicate
She called come around.
coming around?
Yeah. Top 8.
Thought maybe she'd try a second guard.
She called it in.
Okay.
Line's close. Whoa, whoa.
Looks like it could be a little deep.
Sit.
A bit of a oversweep, overthrow, a little bit of both. Not sure if it's
Definitely a little bit of lack of communication. They weren't indicating that she was that heavy, I don't think.
Yeah, I thought it would come down, but oh, pumpernickel. Dude.
Christy
Gosh,
will
I
be
get real
attempting
excited
the
to poke out the other side
tick
of it.
shot here.
Especially that the weight was heavy. No.
it's got to curl a little yet to make that contact, and looks like maybe not.
She had the perfect weight for the tick, but maybe a little too much ice or a little stopped around the back of the 12, so it's not a totally wasted shot.
Good. Yeah.
Yes,
That's
well,
okay.
nice.
I was kind of thinking a little
Too much, yeah.
So it looks like Team Bertsch is hitting this.
Ooh, a little
I'm a
heavy.
little concerned because they're back in the game. They're a little concerned if the yellow rock's in play, and they don't want to give up 2 or 3 here, I guess. So if they give up 1, they're probably still in the game with Hammer coming home in 8. But
What's the time line?
Casey will be doing all she can to
Blank the end and keep
blank
the
the
hammer.
end and keep the hammer. That's for sure. It's a little
Yeah.
ways to go here now, but
So Jesse's been called to play the peel here. Just open things up. Maybe the skinny double. Oh, nice shot.
bonus.
It's definitely a cleanup.
Blank's definitely still in play here right now for Team Sheidegger.
Yeah, and it looks like Team Bertsch is going to help her with that because she's hitting rocks at the back. And
Oh.
oh,
She heard you.
she heard me.
Okay. Okay, if you like the hit, we'll hit her.
Oh,
Okay.
Team
Oh.
likes to hit.
team likes the hit. I guess they're happy with the blank too. Try and steal in the last end.
Ten. 10.
Chelsea Carey on sheet 2 got 2 back in the 6th, but still is down 5-3, playing 7. Hit and stick made by Team Bertsch at the back of the house. Casey's quite content to play a takeout back there as well.
Maybe even try for the skinny double and get everything out of there. Have it wide open and nothing that the other team can freeze to.
That happens.
At least she's icy for it now because she knows that's what she's
playing a little hit and roll here. Tried to roll in front of that other red one. Didn't quite get the roll, but nevertheless stuck.
We're on sheet 3. We have Team Rock. Got a 3 under there to go up 5-3 on Team Sturmey.
Peterson and Skirlick must be off the ice. I don't see anybody out there on sheet 4.
Oh, but there's no, I'm not sure what happened in 6. Must have been, somebody must have scored a big end.
I would say Peterson must have scored a big end because they're off the ice.
Here it comes. Keep going.
Well, now we have pretty wide open. Team Sheidegger will draw over to the side there and hope for a jam, and maybe they could get a deuce now. A deuce or a blank, that's kind of the strategy at this point.
Nothing to lose by playing the rock out here and trying to get it down there and close to a freeze.
And Team Sinclair and Team Gench is up 7-6 now.
Keep going.
Team Sinclair has the hammer, playing 7.
We're close. I think we're okay.
Want to.
Looks like
Yeah,
this
yeah.
rock
Yep, just.
is a little deep.
Okay.
As I stand right here and watch.
Kind of would have liked it sort of right in front of that other one, so a jam possibility came up. But it's
Good go.
and on sheet 7, Team
I
Holman
found
is
you can stand right there.
up
My complaint is senior card, you see.
9-3, playing 8. So against Team Wojciechowski. I've got Nicole playing a hit here. Sticking around.
Nice. Great throw.
And Carrie Ann is now attempting to throw the hit here. She's getting it thin and got the roll over and hit on the other one. So it's just one rock, one only yellow rock in play.
Sorry? Yeah, I think so. I think it was an easy steal. Get the blank. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Yeah. All right. You got it, Lynn.
So we're down to skip rocks in the 7th end here, and it's pretty wide open. One rock in play. So she hits and rolls out on that. So now Casey's going to try and just draw over there one more time and see if we can get a mix and miss and get her 2. Otherwise, she'll be very happy to blank the end.
Team Holman's up 9-3, playing the 8th end.
Yeah, Team Wojciechowski is going to be out of rocks here soon. These young teams, though, it's just the thrill of getting to play against these very experienced teams. Stay out there and play till you're out of rocks and get as much experience as you can.
No, you go. You're young.
And for the most part, these experienced teams are good with the juniors, and they like to help them out with strategy and things.
Okay. Sorry, guys.
And Casey,
Casey came up a little late
Casey.
there, so it gives the girls have to decide now what to do. Where to put a rock here. She gave her a corner guard she could hide behind, or do you put one in the
Right.
middle and
Do you want us? Oh,
no, wow. I would think she'd try to go around there and force Casey to one. She'd have Hammer coming home, but
Right? Do we want to steal? If we steal, we're only stealing one and going for the extra end.
Yeah.
Or
Either way, we're gonna have to steal next end. So if they blank,
yeah.
we're
or
gonna have
if
to
they
steal.
yeah, but if we tuck one
I think-
in
I
and
think
then
the-
we make her draw, then she takes her one. Then we're taking two, right?
Yeah,
And
two
then-
with hammer. So
Yeah, I think the play is to come around because you're either going to get the force or you're going to get a steal a one.
That's what.
Either way, we have hammer or we are only stealing one for the win, right?
so,
I think so.
So there's a good discussion there as to how they wanted to play this leading into the next end. Everybody gave their thoughts and they came up with this. So she's going to draw here.
We got 16.6 on hers, so we're thinking 15 and a half should get you close. Yeah, haven't played this inside out path as much. 15 and a quarter probably is okay. Yeah.
talking 15 and a quarter hog to hog time here, which is fairly fast.
That's faster
Wade's
than
really close.
we had been saying earlier.
T-line.
Back 12.
Wade's there. Yeah.
This looks like
Yeah, we need it.
lots of weight, I would say.
Just the way that it's not curling much, I'd say she's heavy, and it looks like it's heavy. Giving Casey an easy
Easy blank.
blank here.
There'd be no hesitation on what to do with this shot.
It's okay. But it's a good conversation. I think that's good to have.
Either we could bait them. That's it wide open. If we're more comfortable with our chances of stealing,
but we'd have to steal either way, right? Like
we would have to steal the extra.
Yeah.
It takes away one and
And mission accomplished for Team Sheidegger. Blank the end.
That's good.
First one too this time, regardless.
Yeah. No, I agree. I agree.
yeah, 2 chicks.
Team Sheidegger already discussing their first two shots. Once two guards are made, they're going to be playing the tick shot, which all the top teams would play in this situation.
And Team Bertsch, she's indicated right away, of course, she wants a center guard. So it looks like she's going with the tight one first.
Ideally, you want these guards as far apart as possible so that a double peel is very unlikely, or at least very more difficult to make. So you want one tight and one long.
And preferably in a straight line with each other.
And a very good shot with the first rock. So here comes a tick attempt by Christy Moore. Won't even be all that disappointed if it just ticks it into the rings, of course.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
More
whoa.
important thing is getting the shooter off the center line or the red rock off the center line.
Close. Hard care. Hard care.
Got a curl in order
Hard
to
care.
get a piece of it. Looks like she's close.
Rubbed it.
Good. Yeah.
Pretty good. And kept her shooter in the above the tee line in the house. So all in all, a pretty good attempt.
So it looks like there's a final on sheet 7. Team Holman has
Okay,
defeated
well, maybe I set it
Team
back if you're
Wojciechowski.
good, though, but. Yeah.
And they didn't throw all their rocks, so that
I do.
will go down as a
Like, you get a little
9-3 final.
Oh, no.
So Team Bertsch will try another guard here. She's going for a longer one this time. But still sliding, so a little tight. But they still can't hit it.
So
Wow. That's new.
Let's make the tick tough.
makes it tick difficult. They're going to leave one red rock even if
Oh, it
they
wasn't
try a
even-
tick.
I thought the one was in. I thought I got bumped in.
No, it's not in.
Well,
The bad
I
side of
thought- I
that
didn't
is
think
those
that was
two
gonna
red
happen.
rocks
With
are
that rock,
fairly
is that two rocks for you, I
easily double
guess?
peeled if given the opportunity.
Dang, like I thought I slid pretty slow.
So that you go to
And it was, yeah, well, and it was a path that we played lots. I had all
And the game between Team Sinclair and Team Jench is now tied up 7-7. So Team Jench will have the hammer coming
Okay.
home.
to here. Yeah.
On sheet 3, we have Team Rock up 5-4 on Team Sturmey, and Team Rock will have the hammer.
Yeah.
Team Robertson got 2 more on Team Carey, so Team Robertson's up 7-3.
I think
Are we just playing this?
well, I think we need to play like backline. Yeah.
Yeah. I like playing a little more weight. I like
Is
that.
it dumb to play it this way? Because then these squirt more, right? Don't they? Like we're gonna have
Well,
one
I
here,
just think, yeah, I just think you squirt it there and then they just have it.
but that's okay. Because if we leave it here, then she guards this here. That's a good.
I like the
comment.
intern right now. I know that's
Okay,
not.
then it's this way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can't wait.
Backline, just
Okay.
through.
Quite a bit of discussion
more
there on
feet?
which turn to play this tick shot. I think no matter which way you do it, you're going to leave something close to the center line. So
Yeah, it was well discussed, and everybody got to tell what they liked and what they didn't like and where they wanted rocks to end up, and this is what they finally concluded, that they would go back to the original call and try and throw the same turn as Christy had thrown with her
Yeah,
first
with
one.
it. Whoa. Carrie. No. Yes, Carrie. Hard care. Okay, that's good.
separated the rocks a little bit, so the
Great weight.
double
I
peel
thought
is
I typed up. I
probably
You like
easier
that?
now than it was before. Wasn't a lot they could do with those two rocks.
No, it was tough. So Team Bertsch is back to wants a higher guard this time.
This one would be ideally
Halfway.
no more than halfway and right on the center line, making a
Halfway.
double peel tough.
Halfway tight. Just halfway.
You hear them saying halfway tight. They probably don't want it tight.
You don't want it tight.
No, it's just
so you-
halfway.
Makes
It's just halfway.
all the
It's a
peels
slash
so much
double.
easier.
Yeah.
Woo, it's speedy there.
You're getting fooled a
Holy
little bit
cow.
by the speed of the ice.
All in all, pretty good shot. Jesse will be trying to hammer this one into those two rocks and
Spill them all.
try to
Man,
spill
it's
everything.
fast
At least,
there.
at least two of
17-2.
them.
We didn't even touch it. That's crazy.
Jesse, very good hitter as well. Sheidegger girls are. There goes two of them.
Yeah,
Very
the-
good shot.
The one that's left is on the ring, so
Yeah.
not really what you call a guard that you can hide behind.
That gets them out of a bit of trouble here. They're not that they're in a huge amount of trouble, but makes things a little easier.
Tight. Tight. A little less. I think this one's just halfway. Tight. Just past your broom. Kind of to your feet.
Nice shot.
Good throw.
Getting the double peel you
Pro-
tried here. I'm sure she'll be very close. They have a good idea where to put the broom down here.
Good one. 17. That's okay.
Trying to make it curl.
Hard, you're close. Oh, no. Whoa, okay.
Quite a little thicker, they get the double peel.
Shoot, I thought be okay for I.
Good. All right.
Team Bertsch still trying to put up a guard.
I like
Down
that.
to thirds rocks by now.
Hi.
Not much discussion. They know what they
Yeah.
have to do. They just have to
Does it need
execute.
to curl? Just halfway. Just to that second dot. Or your feet. Stop. Shoot. Gosh, it's just sliding there.
It's a good shot.
It's almost like
What
getting
she was
faster.
called to put it, and
Which is counterintuitive. 17-7. Yes!
Call for the sweep right away here. She might have been a little tight.
Whoa!
It's getting close to the center line. And we have a nose. Game on.
It's okay. I think you had to stay on it just to make sure. Yeah. Okay.
Very good opportunity here now for Team Bertsch. Get one buried.
Look out here. It's like the hard step, right? You just all of a sudden one step and you got nothing.
So the intern come around. Attempt by third. Nicole Larson.
Gotta go. I'm not looking up. You let me know.
they're working on it hard, so
Thinking
she's
it's
not
like-
heavy.
All the way down. Hard. Hurry up.
Not shot, but ultimately not a terrible shot. It still can be considered a guard, top 12.
Gives Casey something to think about, that's for sure.
Your shooter rolls far enough.
Well, and just main thing is get that.
So they're peeling their own into the red, I think, is what they're
Yeah, that would be a
Get the
bonus.
guard first, but
The guard is the main rock they got to get rid of right now.
Whoa.
If they get a red one, on,
Okay, that's good.
that would have been a bonus, but they didn't. So
Good throw, Karen. Looks like a really good throw.
So with 2 rocks to come for Team Bertsch, and they're trying to steal, would you put another guard up, Lowell, or would you go after this yellow one? And
I think I would put up one more guard and play this yellow hit and roll with my last shot. But it's interesting to see what they'll call here, but that would be my preference.
I feel like that's picking a harder shot.
But I'd be concerned if we draw in, can she just come off that one? And then
Yeah, I see what you mean.
So it looks like she's going with the hit and roll.
Looks like she's playing the hit and roll, which is not a bad call either. It's kind of your preference, but
With those other 2 biting the top 12, it makes the runs much easier for Casey Sheidegger for sure. She'll be happy that they're not playing a guard.
Yeah. You got it, Lynn.
And Team Bertsch, like, they have to make this perfectly. If she rolls out, then Sheidegger will just for sure be peeling those 2 front ones. It's a pretty
10.
easy double.
Little big. 10.
trying to get it to curl. It's close. It's close for a perfect roll. Very good shot.
Very nice shot.
Very good shot.
Nice one.
I think she's
Or I
got
just
the
play this.
hit the 2 and come
Actually,
through
I
the
like
middle
this.
shot there.
I think because then if I
She's definitely got to hit
this,
those.
then she has to draw here. I still have button. Do you like doubling those or? I don't think so. I don't think the squirt's there. Well, if I throw it right in the middle.
She throws it right in the middle off either rock. It should come back toward the shot rock if she hits close to the crotch. Either way, I think it's a shot to play, being that she's 1 up.
Yeah, that was my thought. Yeah, I like that.
The 3 other games remaining out on the ice, they're all coming down to the last few rocks.
Right now.
So we'll have a few other results here. Close games between Sinclair and Ginch, and Rock and Sturmey.
Like, it'll go.
Team carries down quite a bit, but she's got a
I'm
few
just
rocks
looking
in
if
play.
does my roll off enough? I think it's gonna roll to there. Okay, well then. The out.
I like this shot.
I think you don't see the out.
If she hits the left-hand rock a little bit low, it should carry into the rings.
That's okay. Because then you're.
There's no hole.
She's gonna
She
guard.
cannot go through the hole, so she hits the crotch. She's going to kill 2 reds.
I
She's
just
gonna
don't
have to
think
guard
it's gonna
shot rock
squirt
if we
at
don't
all.
make it.
And if the guard is not made perfect, Casey just has this pick for the win.
Because she is up 1, yeah.
Here.
Yeah, this is the shot to play if you're up.
In-house, right? Oh,
I don't
I
know.
see. Yeah,
I'm
but
sure
if
Don
you miss the
Sheidegger
double two on the
would
front
agree with
two,
me.
it's
If you're here listening
I
or
just like this because
in the building or watching the game on TV, Donnie, let us know what you think.
I like the other turn. We just played it, just feel like we know it.
Just the double on the front too.
So the objective is to double off these front two now.
Yeah. Whether she
Sure.
carries through is immaterial,
It's a
really.
bonus,
It's
yeah.
a bonus if she does. If she kills two reds, that is the shot. Looks like this is curling. Might not get them both.
Well, she got them both, but
Got them both, left the guard on it.
the guard.
We'd like to
No.
hit that a lot thinner.
Yeah, I think she might have been a little tight to start with because that was.
Yeah.
that
And
was
she
on
turned,
the-
and she threw the turn that has been curling over that way,
Right.
as opposed to the straighter turn.
You have the like run double though.
Well placed guard
Like you have to
here.
be frozen perfectly on.
Check half of it.
Yeah.
You're half behind. Like, I think
Yeah, they play the yellow one.
Yeah, this is
Oh,
interesting.
like
They're
just
thinking of
behind it.
coming
Oh, I
in the
thought you meant
house.
freezing on the 4
I'd
foot
play
one.
a long guard and make Casey throw it. She has no draw. She cannot outdraw that stone.
Okay.
She has to play it a run back, and
I feel
so
like the run is harder than the double. Like she just played it.
throw a long guard and make her throw a double run back to win the game.
It's a tough shot.
Yeah, it looks like she's decided to come in. Now the other girls.
Rather than trying up the straight guard,
I like the straight guard, but
freeze off ours.
again,
For a little later, and then half tuck it. It essentially does the same thing as the tight guard.
We were thinking, yeah, that either you're just behind that yellow guard tucked half a piece,
Yeah.
or you throw the guard. My only concern with coming down to ours is if you're not frozen right on nose. She just played that. She just played that spot. Like if you're gonna play this, you play it lighter so that if she tries to play it, it's peeled it off.
Right, right,
Or you play the high half guard and say, try the long run that you haven't seen yet.
right.
Or you didn't just play.
So just
So they're gonna. There was a discussion there that was a pretty good discussion about what the opposition could or would do. So now
Yeah,
they're
like just
gonna
even-
discuss it with all four of
Just
them.
tucking a chunk here, because then she can't play that easy double, right? Like if you're frozen right here, she just played that spot. And the draw is not there, right? I think that gives the hardest shot.
So it looks like Team Robertson has defeated
Forces her
Team
into like a half
Carey.
waiter, right?
And I'm not sure what happened on Team Rock versus Sturmate. They haven't put the 8th end up, but they're off the ice.
off the ice, you have to assume that Team Rock won that game.
And
Sorry?
Team Sinclair's down to their last rock.
like 16 and a
And
half.
they don't have hammer, but they have a center guard to come around.
So
It's
16.
the opposition's rocks.
Yeah,
Sort of a
yeah, we're really
similar
just coming in
situation to
behind
what we're
it.
looking at here.
So, yeah.
Jamie's got a nice looking rock coming in there. She's got a piece of the button almost.
Almost
very-
identical to what we're looking at on this sheet, just different color, opposite color rocks. So here comes Lindsay's shot.
Want to go on this one? Tight.
They're calling for tight, so
Halfway. We're just halfway.
I think we're just playing a guard now because she is light. I don't think there is a chance of getting it into the ring. So
Trying to get this to curl, otherwise it's
otherwise,
She
she's
can-
leaving the run back. Yeah, if that rock's on the center line, Casey's got a tough shot. Now it's a little easier.
Okay.
forced her to the other turn, but from her last shot,
This is a straighter turn.
this is a straighter turn.
She'll be close on this one. She doesn't have to nut it. She has to just pick it. So
We're thinking just that board weight.
well, she's gonna play it quiet, but
Do you guys like that?
let the sweepers control it a little bit.
It'll come up a little. I like this. I think it's good. Board. I think
Here comes the rock. They're saying it's close.
real close.
Looks like she's nutted
She's
it.
made it perfect.
Beautiful shot by Casey Sheidegger.
So Team Sheidegger wins 5-3. And Team Sinclair lost to Team Jench because she that rock off as well. So that ended up 8-7.
Good job.
Thank you for listening, and hopefully we have entertained you with our comments.
Yeah.
Well, thanks. This was my first time. I don't think it was your first time commentating.
Oh, it's always fun, and
She was on it. She was
enjoy it.
in it.
Enjoy the rest of the YouTube. For every draw, we're doing every draw in the Autumn Gold Classic.
Next
So-
draw is at 5:15 Mountain Time. Thank you.
5:15. Thanks. Bye for now.